Hello, Canada, and welcome back to another podcast with one of my friends, Huzaifa. Today, we're going to be talking about Ramadan and how it's been going for us. So, Assalamu alaikum, Huzaifa. How are you, man?
Alaikum salam, Ziyad. How are you, brother? I'm good.
I'm good. I've been good. How's quarantine, man?
Alhamdulillah, going good, bro. Just taking the advantage of staying at home.
Yeah.
Subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this opportunity to stay at home and use this time to our benefit. It's the
hmm
first Ramadan ever that we are able to spend the entire time at home and reflecting upon our own problems, because usually in Ramadan what happens is that in the morning you have school and in the evening you have prayers and this and that.
hmm
So a time for your own self, for your own rectification of your own self-improvement is really short. You come home from school, you're hungry, and you cannot really focus on the worship. You can just do the bare minimum of praying the salah. But in this quarantine, we got the benefit of having the entire day off. In a way, yes, quarantine is kind of boring and sad in a way, because many people are dying and being affected by the COVID-19 situation.
Yep.
But subhanAllah, if you look at the positive side of this virus, of this entire situation,
hmm
is that this Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was able to make us really focus on ourselves as humans. We have a little power that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, and we start thinking, you know what, I'm everything. I can do anything in the world. But no, 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 no. This is the wrong belief that we all have. Every single human thinks that I can do myself. But Allah says Allah sent a small virus onto earth, and now everybody is, the entire world has closed down, no more flights coming in, and everybody's sitting at home scared that, what if I'm the next person to die?
hmm
And it's sad that a virus had to remind them that they're so vulnerable. When
hmm
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been reminding them their entire life that death can come any second. Talking
hmm
about that, just yesterday the plane crashed in Karachi coming from Lahore. They're only a minute away from landing and they died. How
hmm
unfortunate is this? So death is something that is undeniable. Whether you're atheist, whatever you are, death is undeniable. Nobody can say I'm not gonna die.
hmm
So coming with that conclusion, yeah, this Ramadan was alhamdulillah very good, bro. I wouldn't complain. I was able to still pray my Tarawih, alhamdulillah, at home and everything. Yeah, as it wasn't the same as before Ramadan, but this Ramadan was very about self rectification. That how could I improve myself?
As a person
Yeah, exactly. As a
and
person, as
Muslim.
Muslim, as a good human being, we all were forgetting our purpose,
Yeah.
in life. We all were going after the money, after the world, bro. Not realizing this world is so short, this life is so short, man. The most you're gonna live is 80 years, 90 years at the max that you're gonna live, man. But one day you're gonna die, bro. We all forgot that. In a way, this was a reminder for us that that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala gave us a reminder before we died. Imagine we died and then we realized that death is something certain. But
hmm
God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala woke us up, every single person. And subhanAllah, the miracle of this is that so many people have converted to Islam. Just
hmm
if you even go on social media, so many celebrities, such as this UFC fighter from Russia, has accepted Islam because of this COVID-19 situation.
hmm
You know? So yeah, Ramadan is something that we cannot really comprehend. The person who is dead, you should ask him. If you were able to ask a person who is dead that what is the benefit of Ramadan, then he would tell you, man. Each second in Ramadan is so valuable that me and you cannot comprehend. We cannot, until we don't die, until we don't go in that grave, we will not be able to know what is the benefit of Ramadan. It's this special, man. We cannot comprehend. And today is only a day left, man. We only got a day left until tomorrow's Eid. For some people, today is Eid. So
hmm
we are very fortunate that we got to see Ramadan this year, and I make dua that we get to see Ramadan next year too, man, because Ramadan is a blessing that, just one Ramadan can change your entire life, man. Just one
Yeah.
Ramadan can change your entire life. My friend was telling me, he's saying the other Ramadan I never fasted, it was whatever, I smoked, I didn't care about fasting. But this Ramadan, he told me, he's older than me, he's 28 years old, he has kids, he has a wife, everything that. And he said, you know what, this Ramadan, God really woke my eyes up. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala really woke me up, and I realized that, what was I doing with my life?
Yeah,
What was I
definitely.
doing with my life? I had all these blessings that, we thought that these are our rights,
Yeah.
that going outside is our right. It's not our right. It was our privilege that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us. Now everybody's sitting at home, everybody's in house arrest. The biggest governments in the world are under a house arrest.
hmm
Biggest prime ministers in the world are under house arrest. They thought that they're on this world, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminded us with a small COVID-19 virus that we can't even see from our eyes.
He's the
That is
only divine power, and he can do anything he wants.
exactly, subhanAllah. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, man. We cannot comprehend what He is, man. We cannot comprehend.
Yes.
If you have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have the entire world in your hands. And
Mhm.
then and the hereafter too. But if you lost Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have lost everything. You can be the richest
Mhm.
person in the world, but if you don't have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I promise you, wallahi azim, even Allah promises you that this world life will be sad for you. Allah bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub, that the contentment of the heart is in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Mhm.
You know?
100%.
This
I agree with you. I agree everything with you. And Ramadan is a special thing for all of us Muslims. You've already explained that, and Eid too. Eid is a way to bring all of us together, all Muslims, people, no matter what their color is, no matter their race, no matter their religion. It's all to bring us all together and celebrate as one person. Because at the end of the day, we all bleed the same, and we all humans are good. And there's only situations that make us bad. Do you agree with that, right?
of course.
And
Everybody
I want to ask you one more thing. People who pray to Allah, they say I want to become successful in life, but they don't do anything themselves and they only pray to Allah. What's your knowledge on that? What do you think about that?
SubhanAllah, that's a very good, topic that you brought up today. Even yesterday at night, one brother hit me up on Instagram and he asked me. He said, "You know what? I'm having a debate with my fellow friends, and they say that if you have 60% in class, and you make dua to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, that 60 will become into a 90 automatically."
Mhm.
I said, this is not how Allah Subhanahu wa Taala works. I'm not saying that Allah cannot do this.
Mhm.
But if you do not put an effort, our own effort, Allah gave us a brain, Allah gave us a body, Allah gave us feet to walk. So
Mhm.
if you're not using these for the purpose of success, then what are we doing? We cannot just pray all day and think that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do his miracles. The miracles happen for the prophets. You know why? For example, I'll give you an example of Musa alayhi salam. When
Yeah.
behind him was Pharaoh trying to kill him, and in front of him was a sea, so he couldn't go anywhere. And then what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did in this situation was that he split the seas into 7 highways, and his people were able to cross through. In this situation is that, it wasn't his fault, it wasn't the Prophet Musa alayhi salam's fault that he was stuck in the situation where behind him are the enemies and in front of him is the sea. It wasn't him who put himself in this position, rather it was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that put him in this position to show the people that what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can do. In today's example, if a person says, I'm not going to study, I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will not study until the last day, and I will make this 50%, 60% turn into a 90 overnight.
Mhm.
That's not gonna work. Why? Because Allah wants to see your effort. When you put the effort in, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the results. You know?
Mhm.
It's
Definitely.
both hand in hand. The prayer and the hard work goes together. If you have all the prayers but no hard work, then it will not work. If you have all the hard work but no prayers, then it will not work either. Because some people, they work hard entire life. They're working hard for something, and at the end, they do not become successful as success as in wealth, other stuff. They don't get that. Why? Because they had the hard work, but they had no divine powers with them.
Mhm.
When you have both hand in hand, then wallahi azim, I take oath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that nothing can stop you. You have both together. If you're focusing on your life of this world and of the life of your hereafter, and you do not forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you keep everything together aligned in life, then your life should go smooth.
Mhm.
Obviously, life cannot be as wonderful as Jannah, obviously not. But
Yeah.
life will go smooth. Yeah, there will be ups and downs, but you'll be able to go through. You'll be able to go get through them. You won't be stuck there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Allah will always help you in bad
always
situations.
help you. He'll always help you, man. Allah wants to help us, man. We have to ask for His help, but that does not mean that we just, we sit at home, be lazy,
Mhm.
sit at home and think that money will fall from my roof or fall from my
Don't
ceiling.
rely on
That's
him
not
and
how it
just
works.
do hard work yourself. Don't rely.
Yeah. The Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu he had to go out. He walked to Medina. You know how Mecca to Medina, how far that is?
Mm-hmm.
That is
How long?
in a bus. It's like 5 hours to go from Mecca to Medina. He went on horses and camels. Forget about horses. They had camels, not even that strong camels, weak camels, and the Sahaba and his companions went to Medina, from Mecca to Medina. They could have made dua, Ya Allah, send us a horse that we can, a flying horse like a Burak, that we could go there automatically. Ya Allah, what do you call it? What's that word called when you fly from one person to other place?
Uh,
Whatever that word is, yeah.
I forgot the
When you,
name.
yeah. Teleporting.
Teleportation.
Teleport us from Mecca to Medina automatically, Ya Allah. They could have done that. Hear the Prophet. If you made a dua, do you think Allah would say no to that dua? No. He would not say no to that dua. But you know what? Allah wants your effort. He traveled. The Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu went from Mecca to Medina. And from Medina, he went to a city called Ta'if. right? There to give dawah to the people and call them towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam talk about the prophecy, talk about himself, and introduce the people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make the people connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Could Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not just make everybody Muslim? Could Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not make everybody a believer automatically and change their hearts? Of course He could. But He sent the Prophet because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a system in place. Has a system in place, right? So He sent the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as the last prophet. No more prophets after him. He is the last prophet, and he came and he brought the message of Islam, and he spread the word of Allah, and he spread the word and he preached the Quran to the people. And when he became Muslim, many did not become Muslim. Even the Prophet himself had to go through hardship. He went to Taif, and those people sent kids after him, throwing stones at him. Why did he make that sacrifice? He was bleeding from his body, and the angel came to him, saying, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tell me right now, if you want, I will crush these people between the two mountains, and they will not be ever heard of again. What did the Prophet say? He was bleeding. His shoes were filled with blood. He had to go through a sacrifice. Could he not just make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, give them hidayah? I don't want to go to Taif because they will hit me with rocks again. No. What he did, the angel came down. He said, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah has sent me to the earth, and he said, He has given me permission. If you wish, I could crush these people between the two mountains. What did he say? He said, No. I have hope that one person from this town will become Muslim one day, and he will believe in what I am preaching today. And what happened after? A few generations after, a person became Muslim and he accepted the message of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that same person went to the Indian area. The subcontinent of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and today, alhamdulillah, me and you are Muslims because of this person that he accepted Islam.
Alhamdulillah.
So if the Prophet Muhammad said that, destroy this entire town, and he didn't go to a hardship, what would happen? Today, me and you would probably not be Muslims today, right? Yeah. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's such a merciful person was Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. For the entire humanity, entire world, He is rahmah, He is a mercy. So if He had to go through hardships when He had a direct connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so who are me and you to sit at home and think that, stuff will just fall in place, I can just sit at home, relax, and watch Netflix all day long. That's not how it works.
Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you. Thank you, Huzaifa, for all of that. Thank you a lot. I've learned a lot as your friend too, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna learn about the true ship of being a Muslim and how good it is to be a Muslim, and how much
Subhanallah, yeah.
Allah gives us in many ways that we don't see it, but He does. He gives us in every way He can. We have to just work hard and work towards Him and pray every day towards Him, and I assure you, everything in life will be relaxing, because whenever I read the Quran and whenever I'm tensed, I have anxiety. Whenever I read the Quran, I'm always calmed down and I have less anxiety after that, and I always pray to Allah and tell Him thank you for giving me this blessing. Thank you for all of this. Thank you for Ramadan and all of this. Thank you, Ziyad, again for giving us information. Thank you. May God bless you.
Ameen.
I will always be with you. Ameen. Thank you. And
advance Eid Mubarak.
Oh, yep. Almost Eid. Tomorrow is gonna be Eid. Inshallah. And I'll do another one with you, and so we can educate more people on more things.
Okay, no problem.
Inshallah, we'll do this. Thank you, Canada, for listening. It's been Ziyad and Huzaifa. Huzaifa, any last words you have?
Any last words? I would just say that, Islam's the truth, and alhamdulillah, just in our school, Center Peel, the same school I go to, the same school you go to, as your classmates, right? Just in the last 8 months, 2 people have accepted Islam in our school.
Yep, 100%.
And that's beautiful, because Islam is spreading. The truth is because of my fault and other people's fault as Muslims, that we do not follow Islam the way it's meant to be followed. But once we start following the way Islam is supposed to be followed, Islam will spread like wildfire, man. People become Muslim because this is the ultimate truth, man. When you see the truth, people accept. The heart will tell them that this is the truth. Just in the last 8 months that I have done only some da'wah to people, talk to brothers at school about Islam, and already to have reverted to Islam and are devout worshippers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now, and they have left the old ways of paganism, of believing in multiple gods, and now they only believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as last messenger. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide all of us. No, I don't wish Jahannam on anybody. I wish everybody can go to Jannah. But we have to do our effort and give da'wah to the people so that they start converting to Islam and we can become better Muslims ourselves. So
Thank you,
Jazakallah
Ziyad.
for your time, and I am very honored to be able to talk to you today.
This is amazing.
Jazakallah.
I'm 100% sure that a lot of people will be educated by this video, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will turn will convert into Muslims one day, and inshallah, Allah will do everything. Thank you, Canada, for listening. Thank you, Huzaifa, for joining me at the podcast, and Canada, I'll catch you later. Thank you. Bye bye.
Assalamu alaikum.